You all here with us this morning. Thank you for braving the snow and the elements outside. For those of you that did, we appreciate it. As those of you who know me were thinking that normally I'm wandering around a racetrack.
2024 was an incredible year for Cadillac in Canada. We celebrated our 5th consecutive best year ever from a sales point of view in the Canadian market. We saw strong growth in our portfolio of vehicles, and it was led by the growth that we saw with the Cadillac Lyriq EV luxury vehicle. In fact, over the course of the year, we saw it grow to be our #1 selling vehicle in Q4 and represented 22% of our sales for the year. That is testimony to what the EV luxury market can be in this country. Building on that momentum in 2025, what we're really excited about is the fantastic portfolio that we're in the process of introducing to the Canadian market. And they include the Cadillac Escalade IQ, which has just started to arrive in dealerships, and we've had strong deliveries since it arrived. And the Escalade IQ boasts a best-in-segment range of 740 kilometers. That's huge. We are so excited about the Cadillac Optic that is just now arriving in Canadian dealerships, and we believe is going to take the luxury market by storm and become our best-selling vehicle. It will offer everything that the consumer wants in that segment with the latest technology, including the totally immersive sound system and Dolby Atmos that will just take the in-vehicle listening experience to the next level for all. We also have here on the show floor the Cadillac Vistic, which is our new luxury 3-row, 6-passenger SUV that actually, when you look at it, is reminiscent of the Escalade IQ, just in a little smaller package, which may be perfect for many. So we are very excited about what we have here today, but I draw your attention to the Cadillac Celestiq. It is our stunning new, for the first time ever in an auto show globally, here today. It is all electric. It's our ultra luxury flagship. The Cadillac Celestiq allows consumers to customize a vehicle like we've never done before. And it opens the door to our design process, making the owner the creator in designing one and personalizing one. Two folks that are really important to this program.
Later. We've been selling cars here in Canada now for over 41 years, and as a Canadian myself, I take great pride to how deeply we are connected to our brand is to our country. So through our partnership with the NHL and PWHL, Hyundai has become synonymous with Canada's most beloved sport. And what a game last night, I hope you all agree. Hopefully there's no one from Volvo or Sweden here, but anyways, we're happy with the result. So, if we look at our market today, there are over 1.8 million Hyundai vehicles in operation across Canada. And in 24 alone, so last year, we welcomed over 130,000 new customers to the Hyundai family, making our best retail sales year ever in our history. Our success basically comes from two critical factors: our diverse, award-winning vehicle lineup and our exceptional Canadian dealer network. Our network of over 226 dealers is entirely committed to evolving the customer experience, and together, we are about to embark on one of the most impactful and meaningful campaigns during our time here in Canada. It's a project that reinforces our deep Canadian roots.
You ready, Logan? Go. Okay, I'm gonna get out of your way. Can you take your notes?
Hi everyone.
I'm gonna put it way down, because I'm really tall.
Hi everyone. I just want to start by thanking Hyundai Canada for inviting my family and I to this wonderful event. Thank you for your generous $1 million partnership with Sickets by introducing Hyundai Hope on Wheels to Canada. My name is Logan Dorna. I am 8 years old. 7.5 years ago, I had cancer. The cancer I had was a type of eye cancer called retinoblastoma. I lost my left eye, but the doctors at Sick Kids saved my life, and now I can share my story with everyone else because I'm alive, thanks to them. Sick Kids is a very special place for me and my family. It is like a second family. I will never forget all the memories I have from being a Sick Kids kid, and I can't wait to become an ophthalmologist at Sick Kids one day, helping save more kids' lives. Having partnerships like Hyundai Canada, Hope on Wheels is so important for kids like me and all over the world. Thank you to Hyundai for making this amazing donation to cancer care at Sick Kids. You're helping heal the world and giving kids like me a second chance at life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Again, a big thank you for this transformational $1 million gift. We couldn't do it without you. Children like Logan are here today because of the generosity of organizations and companies like Hyundai. Your customers now know when they buy a car from you, they're also in the fight to save children's lives, and I can't think of a better thing to do. And you know, today is a really snowy day, you know, Snowmageddon. We're Canadian though, we come to work on snowy days, and you know, when I was driving in, I was thinking, you know what, I'm going no matter what, because the children are counting on us. They need us. No child should suffer. And I'm so grateful to Hyundai Canada for this incredible program and this opportunity to save the lives of children. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. And before we wrap up, I'd like to share one more way that you can join us in supporting this very, very important cause. And as part of our Hyundai Hope on Wheel launch celebration, we're selling special edition teddy bears at our Hyundai booth throughout the show, and every single dollar will go to Sick Kids. So great cause, encourage you to have a look at it. And thanks everyone again for being part of this very special presentation. Come visit us in the North Building to see the Hyundai booth, where we have
It's sort of at the end of summer in September, but it's much more than just a car show, isn't it?
Yeah, Todd, thank you very much. It's a show of elegant and rarely seen automobiles, often viewed as art, and they include early Mercedes, Cadillacs, right up to super cars from today. People don't understand, it's not a car show. These cars come from across North America. We even get some cars flowing in from Europe periodically. So what you're going to see there is something totally different than what you're used to seeing at your Tim's on a Saturday morning.
This is just a taste of this year's exhibit of what you will see at the Cobble Beach show. But tell us about this year's exhibit and the salute to Mercedes.
The tribute to Mercedes has been great fun putting together. We start with an 1886 motor wagon. It's a replica. However, when you get to the exhibit, you'll be going along through supercars and Auto Exotica, and all of a sudden you'll see an 1886, and it looks like a bicycle with 3 wheels. But if you look at the machining on it, it's really interesting. And then we go right up to a Project 1 edition car with a 540K, a 300 SL Roadster, and some just incredible McLarens.
Since you alluded to it, I think you should tell us a little bit more about this beautiful car right in front of us.
Well, you have here a 1960 300 SL Roadster. As you can see, it's in pristine condition. It's in a private collection in Ontario, and it's one of those iconic cars that just, if you were a kid, this often would have been on your wall.
Yes, because that's the only place I could put it, but that was great. Rob McLeese from Cobble Beach, this is a beautiful car, just part of the exhibit and the tribute to Mercedes this year. Thank you so much for joining us. We're looking forward to
this year's show. The display of vintage Mercedes is a reminder that iconic design is timeless. In fact, it's a vintage SL similar to the one you just see in front of the stage here, that is featured in Sabrina Carpenter's music video for Espresso, Billboard Music's #1 song of the summer in 2024. That car is more than 60 years old and more culturally relevant than Canadian premiere of its newest variant, the G580 with EQ technology, the first ever electric G-Class. The G-Class has always been in a league of its own when it comes to off-roading. Now the new G-Class continues to set the standard with outstanding ground clearance, ramp angles, slope angles, and incline capabilities. It's able to climb 100% grade, that means 45 degrees, on suitable surfaces. To showcase these unparalleled capabilities, you will find the G580 at our booth, perched atop on an 11.5 foot, 45 degree inclined mountaintop. And I just learned from my team that the driver was positioning the car by himself without any technical support. You will be astonished when you see the booth. The display is striking for sure, but truthfully, no static display would ever do this vehicle justice. So to celebrate the Canadian premiere of the electric G-Class, we have a special trick up our sleeve. We are going to take it for a spin.
Association of Canada's 2025 Canadian Car of the Year Awards presentation.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Evan Williams, je suis le président de l'AJAC et membre du jury du prix de la voiture canadienne de l'année.
The Canadian Car of the Year Awards are celebrating their 41st anniversary this year. 41 years of guiding Canadian motorists towards informed vehicle choices, thanks to rigorous work of journalists based from coast to coast across Canada. We love coming back to the Canadian International AutoShow every year here in Toronto to present our most prestigious awards, and 2025 is no different. In a time when it feels like the future of the auto show as we know it is in question, the Toronto Auto Show has been outperforming the industry, posting record-setting attendance numbers just last year in 2024, welcoming 371,599 visitors. That signals a clear message to us at AJAC. Canadian car shoppers are eager to come see exactly what is on offer to them, and their appetite for information on those vehicles has never been greater, and that's where we come in. So now in its second year, our newly revised Canadian Car of the Year Awards format has raised the bar again. We look at every vehicle that is for sale in Canada, and it is placed on the ballot in one of 4 major categories. This year we have 47 jurors vote. The AJAC jurors must meet the following criteria to maintain the highest integrity of the awards. They must be an AJAC member in good standing. They must have reviewed 15 vehicles professionally in the last year. And of course, they must have driven the vehicles that they vote on. The process begins with the jurors selecting the 5 top vehicles in each category. The votes are then tabulated, and this results in the top 5 semi-finalists. From there, each juror is asked to fill out a more detailed ballot on those 20 vehicles. And in fact, this year, we had 23 semifinalists because we had a tie in 3 out of the 4 categories. It was a seriously tight race. Now, back in January, we announced the 12 best vehicles in Canada for 2025 at the Montreal Auto Show in each category based on the votes and information tallied by our partners at KPMG. You would have seen the 12 best vehicles in Canada for 2025 right over there as you walked into the room today. And today, we are here to give our highest honors to the top vehicles in Canada, 1 in each of the 4 categories, as chosen by the top automotive journalists in the country. Our members have been collated by international accounting firm KPMG, and the winners have been kept confidential even from us. They'll be revealed for the first time in a moment when we open up the envelopes. So right now, let's take a look at the top 3 finalists for the Canadian Car of the Year. The 3 finalists for the 2025 Canadian Car of the Year are Acura Integra Type S, Honda Civic, Toyota Camry. I will now invite Jake Katz with KPMG onto the stage to present the envelopes, please. 2025 Canadian Car of the Year is the Honda Civic. Honda's perennial favorite, the Civic, is back for 2025 with updates that change the way it looks and brings along a new hybrid power plant. With the hybrid powertrain, the Civic manages 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers according to official ratings, while providing 200 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque. This new setup allows the Civic to better compete with its crosstown rival, the Toyota Corolla, which also offers a hybrid power according to official ratings, while providing 200 horsepower.
And everybody who voted for the Honda Civic and the Honda Civic Hybrid as the Canadian Car of the Year. We're extremely proud and honored for this award, and honestly this adds to the trophy case for the Honda Civic, Canada's best-selling car. Now, while we're extremely honored to accept this award, this really is a testament to our associates at Honda Canada Manufacturing in Alliston, Ontario, who put their heart and soul into every Honda Civic that they build and work every day to really perfect their craft. We at Honda Canada simply have the honor of selling this car each and every day and delivering it to customers coast to coast who can take pride in knowing that they bought a car built by Canadians for Canadians. So once again, thank you very much.
Le Mazda CX-70, le Toyota Land Cruiser.
J'invite Jake du KPMG à me rejoindre sur scène pour présenter l'enveloppe du modèle gagnant. Et le lauréat du prix véhicule utilitaire canadien de l'année 2025 est le Hyundai Santa Fe.
La nouvelle génération du Hyundai Santa Fe nous est arrivée avec un design à la fois musclé et aventureux qui n'a rien à voir avec celui des générations précédentes de ce VUS intermédiaire. Une troisième rangée de sièges qui permet d'accueillir toute la famille et livré de série. Le moteur 4 cylindres turbo de 2,5 litres développe 277 chevaux et 311 livres-pieds de couple transmis par une boîte automatique à 8 rapports. La nouvelle variante XRT est plus axée sur la conduite du terrain que tous les Santa Fe qui l'ont précédé. Voici les 3 attributs du Hyundai Santa Fe qui ont le plus retenu l'attention du jury. L'ergonomie intérieure, le système d'infodivertissement, ainsi que l'insonorisation et le silence de roulement. La nouvelle génération du Hyundai Santa Fe.
But we're really proud of this award. We want to thank AJAC and all the voting members across Canada for this award. The Santa Fe is something that we're really proud of in Canada. It is the perfect family vehicle. It has such bold design that really breaks out from the crowd. It gives somebody a different type of vehicle to select in the Canadian marketplace that doesn't look like every other SUV out there. Also, this design language allows for a spacious interior, standard 3 rows. It has incredible ride and handling. It is something that we're really proud of. Our engineers and planners have done a great job on this vehicle, and we're really proud to be able to take this award home. So thank you, everyone.
Un gros merci aux membres de la JAC et aux membres qui ont voté. On apprécie beaucoup ça et encore, passez une belle journée. Venez nous voir.
Canadian Electric Car of the Year. Let's look at the finalists. The 3 finalists for the 2025 Canadian Electric Car of the Year are BMW i4, Fiat 500e, Lucid Air. And once again, I'll now invite Jake with KPMG onto the stage to present the envelope, please.
I don't even why Lucid is easy because they
And the 2025 Canadian Electric Car of the Year is the BMW i4. The BMW i4 offers 4 doors, slick styling, and a healthy dose of power from its electric motors. With 396 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque on tap, the i4 can truly offer a thrilling driving experience while still carrying you 494 kilometers on a single charge. Some changes have recently arrived for the i4 as well, including an updated infotainment system to make sure it stays current. The 3 aspects of the i4 that stand out most to our judges are the quality, the powertrain, and the braking.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of BMW Canada and our network of 50 retailers across Canada, I want to say thank you to the Automobile Journalists Association of Canada for the award and for all that you do and all your members do to educate and inform Canadian car shoppers. This award for the i4 is a testament and a reaffirmation of the excellence of the i4 given its Canadian overall Car of the Year win 2 years ago here at these same awards, and particularly given the exceptional lineup of BEVs from OEMs across the industry. So congratulations to all of those who were involved in the awards this year. And I have to say, our credit goes to our designers and engineers in Munich and places around the world who put on that strategy for BMW of open technology. So whether it's a BEV or a PHEV or an ICE or even a hydrogen vehicle, they continue to deliver upon that promise of giving car drivers and owners the ultimate driving experience. So thank you so much for the award. Enjoy the show, and I invite you to visit us and take a closer look at Level M at the show. Thank you so much.
Le Hyundai iX5N, le Kia EV9, le Mazda CX-70 hybride rechargeable.
Pour la dernière fois ce matin, j'invite Jake de KPMG à me rejoindre pour remettre l'enveloppe temps complet. Le véhicule utilitaire électrique canadien de l'année 2025 est le Hyundai Ioniq 5N.
Hyundai fait vivre des sensations fortes aux adeptes de la conduite toute électrique grâce au traitement N appliqué à l'Ioniq 5. Cette version survitaminée de l'Ioniq, animée par une puissance impressionnante de 641 chevaux, peut également parcourir 356 km avec une pleine charge. Hyundai a même incorporé à son véhicule électrique certaines caractéristiques des voitures à essence, comme la sensation d'une boîte de 8 vitesses à double embrayage avec correspondance du régime au moment de rétrograder. Voici les 3 attributs de la Hyundai Ioniq 5N qui ont le plus impressionné le jury. Le groupe motopropulseur, la suspension et la direction.
To the testament of our, like the previous speech, of our designers or engineers really pushing the boundaries and taking an EV that's already an awesome vehicle to drive and pushing the boundaries of exhilarating driving, and oh boy did they ever deliver on the 5N. That thing is unbelievable, and it really shows that, you know, within the breadth of our portfolio, we keep pushing the envelope, whether it's technology, whether it's performance, whether it's design, like we saw with the new Santa Fe, and this car really takes it up to a level where it is really truly track-worthy with all its testing on the Nürburgring and back in Korea and Namyang. So again, thank you very much for all the voting members, really appreciate it. and looking forward to enjoying the rest of the show with you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Formal part of our day here on stage and the kickoff to Media Day, the Canadian International Auto Show. We will begin the tour as we begin to move through the stations. Follow the guides.
This thing drives amazing. Wow, even the side.
We are delighted that you are with us today. The 4 rings. Not just a trademark, but a symbol. A symbol for advanced technologies. For quality. And for iconic design. The 4 rings. They drive us forward. As pioneers. Inventors. Tech enthusiasts. A global team. High performance. Determined to push the boundaries. We are ready. Ready to break new ground. Ready to herald the future of progressive premium mobility. Ready to bring iconic cars on the road. Cars people love. Taking Vorsprung durch Technik to the next level. From individual mobility to personal freedom. It all starts now.
Please welcome our president, Vito Palladino.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Audi House. So it's been a few years since we've been here at the Canadian International Auto Show, but we've been hard at work, becoming Canada's top premium brand here in vehicle sales in Canada and one of Audi AG's top global markets. So thank you, Canada. Thank you for loving Audi. However, we're just getting started. This is the biggest product offensive, and 2025 embarks the biggest product offensive we've ever had here at Audi. And we will show you and present 9 of them here today. Now, before we begin though, I just wanted to truly thank acclaimed architect, Canadian architect, Omar Gandhi, for helping us put this together and really capture the spirit of Audi here at display at the International Auto Show. I think he did a great job. Thank you, Omar. Okay, let's hit the ground running. It's time for the new era of Audi. Let's go.
A thrill. On or off-road. A surge of emotion. Unstoppable. Intensity. Even in a cloud of dust. That tingle that just ran down your spine. This is Audi.
On stage with me, the Canadian reveal of the all-new Audi SQ5 and Audi A5. The Audi Q5 is already Canada's top-selling premium IC, a benchmark for over a decade. The 3rd generation Q5 and SQ5 appears sportier. It is longer, it is wider, it is lower than before. It also has panoramic display for the driver and a display for the passenger. It is the first SUV model on our PPC platform. This balances premium driving, utility, and packaging. Now, the Audi A5, a design icon, and the new model continues this generation. As far as its width, it is wider than the current high-performance RS5, and also longer than the current A6 sedan. This car combines dynamic handling and practicality with its liftback functionality. And it also has amazing features like 6-segment glass roof. Now, we are a full premium brand, and that includes electrification, and we are expanding our electric lineup, our e-tron lineup. So please welcome the Canadian reveal of the S6 e-tron, the SQ6 e-tron, and the Q6 e-tron. All right, let's start with the S6 e-tron. This delivers performance, a range of 500 kilometers, 403 horsepower, over 500 kilometers of range. It is the most aerodynamic Audi than we've ever had in our entire life.
An idea that turns into a vision. And when that vision becomes reality, more ideas come to life. Of Audi Sport GmbH, rooted in our past, heading into our
future. The Audi Canada collection, just behind you, the R8 GT, one of 9 models. But we also brought some friends with the R8 GT. We brought in within the entire RS family new models for 2025. The RS3, the RSQ8, and the RS6 Avant GT that's just right of me over here. So let's start with the Audi RS3, a legendary 2.5 TFSI engine, a distinctive sound of the 5-cylinder engine that is inspired by motorsports. The Audi RSQ8, our most powerful combustion engine vehicle. 631 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds. And the instantly iconic RS6 Avant GT. One of 7 here in Canada, truly an exclusive vehicle. It's inspired by the 1989 Audi IMSA GTO race car, where Quattro absolutely dominated in motorsports. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see why we're so excited at Audi with such a dominant new set of models coming our way. But yet, there is one more introduction, so let's do that. Yes, it's time to have some fun in Canada. In 2026, it'll be Audi's inaugural season in Formula One. So I hope you'll join me in cheering on the 4 rings in about a year when we're in Montreal, obviously competing for F1. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming to Audi House.
Again, they have always provided outstanding displays, and this one is extra special. We're pleased to have you join us for the North American debut of the life-size Lego Technic McLaren P1. We will meet our special guests momentarily, Lubor Zelinka and Jonathan Beaumont. I think we need to do a countdown for the reveal of these 2 outstanding vehicles though. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see them.
Wow.
And there they are. Don't they look fantastic? Congratulations. Beautiful. As mentioned, we have special guests with us here as part of the LEGO group. Please welcome Lubor Zelinka, who is the design specialist from LEGO Group. Lubor, it's great to have you. Pleasure to be
be here.
Jonathan Beaumont is the Senior Vehicle Engineer Manager at McLaren Automotive. Jonathan, wonderful to have you as well.
Great to be here, it's an honor.
I want to talk about both of these cars, but I want to talk a little bit about your background and how you came to be where you are. Jonathan, let's pause for a second. Let's let Lubor start with your background.
I've been with LEGO for over 10 years. Started in 2014 as a designer. Now I'm a design manager specialist. I was part of actually quite a few of life-size one-to-one builds. I've been building since I was age 3. I still love it. I can't get enough of it, and this is our latest and greatest.
It is the latest and the greatest. And Jonathan, a little bit about your background as well, please.
Yeah, so I've been with McLaren Automotive since July 2013. I have the pleasure of working on most of our Ultimate Series products. So I started out as a vehicle development engineer and now as a senior vehicle engineering manager on the new W1. And my role within the program was really to make sure that the life-size LEGO Technic model was as representative as possible and reflective of the full-scale vehicle that we see here today.
So knowing your background with McLaren and knowing this car intimately, interesting that it was this LEGO pairing that came together. How did you approach that? How did you make this perfect pair?
So really, it's a great collaboration between the team at McLaren Automotive and Lubor and his team at the LEGO Group. Really, we focused on bringing out as much of the technical excellence that you find in the road-going P1 and really building that into the model that you see in front of you then.
And Lubor, this is a massive project and undertaking for you and your group. Again, how do you approach such a monster, if you will?
It is a massive undertaking. We were on a tight clock this time. It took 7 months. A team of 23 people, almost 8,500 hours were put into this vehicle. And what we do is to approach it piece by piece, solving the challenges as they come. And there were quite a few. So this is the first time we have a LEGO Technic vehicle that has full steering and suspension to tackle all the tricky race corners. We also had to watch weight very closely, so it's the lightest LEGO Technic body yet. And it's also the first one that was able to complete a full lap on Silverstone.
It's amazing, and I guess that must be what makes this collaboration so special is because of all the mechanical elements that you mentioned. It is actually been out on track.
Yeah, that was a great feeling, and what I enjoyed very much about this partnership with McLaren and Jonathan and his team was that we were treated as equals. So we went to Silverstone as a marketing arm of a toy company, where we're treated as real automotive peers. We got our booth, garage, as we call it, and we're gonna spend a week on Silverstone, just that this was real, so dream came true for us.
Jonathan, is that the only way really to approach this unique partnership? Is you're building a Lego car, but it is actually a car that you can take out a wheel drive on?
It is, yes, and the P1 itself inspired LEGO Technic's toughest challenge today. So when we introduced and released the P1 in 2011, we set about redefining high performance within the automotive industry. And what we created was the most exciting, most capable, technologically advanced and dynamically accomplished car of its time. And what we've done here with the LEGO Group is we've reflected that in the life-size LEGO model that was able to achieve a lap of Silverstone.
It is something special to have such a true partnership between these two large entities, isn't it?
It is, and there's a lot of similarities between the two companies, and for me what really stands out is the attention to detail and the engineering excellence that are synonymous with McLaren, but also with the LEGO Group as well. So it was a pleasure working with Lubor and his team to create really a life-size toy.
Lumor, again, this is a special partnership between these two companies, and it was weight, that was one of the difficult challenges, but is there one thing in particular that stuck out that really you had to find some unique solutions to?
It's hard to me to single out just one thing, but one story that I like to tell is how we approached the front headlight, for example, where we couldn't find the perfect match for the shape that the McLaren design team put on. And it turns out we just had the perfect element in our Lego inventory. And if you use a canopy from this Lego submarine, it's the perfect size and shape for McLaren headlight. So this is a great collaboration, and I think there's way more than we expected.
I was going to ask as we get towards the end is what else can we expect from this type of activation and this partnership with McLaren?
First of all, you're all welcome to walk around and see the cars. We cannot of course comment on anything that's coming next, but there's always something in the making, so who knows what we'll be back with.
This has been a fascinating discussion and collaboration. Thank you, Lumor. Thank you, Jonathan. We appreciate it. They'll be here for a little while if you have specific questions.
Being here. At Mattel, we believe that boys who love cars become men who love cars. And in fact, today it's more like kids who love cars become adults who love cars. You're going to see that Hot Wheels is pretty much everywhere at the show. We're in the lobby, we're here, and we're also near on the 100 level in the north building near Auto Exotica. This is because we have a passionate group of kids who love to play, but we also have collectors. Our collectors love our brand, they collect continuously, and it has become a real passion for them because every month there are new cars, new models, new things to look at, and it becomes a really exciting thing. We have a few firsts here. In the lobby you would have seen our Maserati Recali. It's Barbie branded. There are only 3 of those in the world and they're brand new. It's absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and see it. Also, first ever at the auto show is a monster truck. Bigfoot is 50 years old this year. Can you believe it? 50 years of monster trucking. And it is part of the Hot Wheels monster truck lineup, which kids absolutely love. Hot Wheels is the #1 selling toy in the world. It is the #1 selling toy in Canada as well. And that's because of all of our wonderful fans. We're here today to celebrate the passion for Hot Wheels. We would encourage all of you to check us out here, the 100 level, where we also have partnered with Walmart to sell Hot Wheels. We have our treasure hunts and our super treasure hunts down there, as well as a broad selection of play sets, etc. that come. Hot Wheels is always about innovation. There's lots of new things coming, and you may have seen the announcement about our partnership with F1. So there is a sample of the F1 set downstairs, or upstairs in the north building that I would encourage you all to go and see in our collection of die-cast Hot Wheels. So thank you so much for being here with us. We're really happy to take questions, to take pictures. We encourage you. We have our photo op here with the monster truck Bigfoot tire. And again, Hot Wheels, we love the automotive industry, and please, we encourage everyone to start collecting. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm thrilled to be here with you today to share something that's been at the core of our brand for decades, safety and innovation. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our latest advancements and products, showcasing how we continue to set the benchmark for both. Volvo has always been synonymous with safety. In fact, every car here at the show carries a little bit of Volvo in them, with the invention of the 3-point safety belt. But safety isn't just part of our history, it defines our future. Last year, I stood here and introduced the fully electric Volvo EX90, and today, I'm excited to share with you the Volvo safety cage. In 2007, we had a vision that no one should be seriously injured or killed in a new Volvo car. This commitment helped us make some pretty bold decisions. And today, we aim for no collisions at all. The safety cage is one example of how our ambitions, we're driving closer to these ambitions. Designed to provide added crash protection for all occupants, the safety cage is a key structural element of what makes our cars so safe. Here, we have the EX90 safety cage on display, built upon decades of pioneering safety advancements and incorporating lessons learned from analyzing almost 50 years of real-world crash data and research. And the result? A structure that uses a combination of lightweight aluminum and ultra-high strength boron steel, maximizing protection and energy absorption without adding unnecessary weight. But safety isn't just about protection. It's also about minimizing distractions and ensuring that drivers can focus on what matters most, the road ahead. And that's the motivation behind the new design philosophy of our new generation Volvo car UX. Designed to be an enjoyable way to interact safely with your car's infotainment screen, the new Volvo car UX is more focused and personalized. We've rethought the way information is presented on screen, ensuring you get to what you need when you need it. With the new home screen, essential controls like maps and media are always at your fingertips. Our new contextual bar intelligently adapts to the driving situation, displaying the most relevant information based on what's happening in the moment. For our plug-in hybrid models, we've made it easier to switch to pure mode, giving you the ability to drive fully electric in fewer taps. And the best part, the new Volvo car UX isn't limited to just our latest models. Later this year, it will roll out over the air to all existing Volvo cars equipped with Google built-in. That means that over 35,000 Volvo owners in Canada will have access to the best and most up-to-date experience, delivering high-quality software that makes even older cars feel new again. And now, let's turn our attention to our award-winning flagship SUV, the new Volvo XC90. Making its Canadian AutoShow premiere today, simply put, this is the design to be the best XC90 we've ever made. Combining luxury, premium Scandinavian design, technology and safety in a way that only Volvo can. The new XC90 features a beautifully upgraded 11.2-inch freestanding high-resolution screen with the latest Volvo car UX. With an estimated EPA of 53 kilometers of pure electric driving range, the plug-in hybrid is capable of handling daily commutes on electric power alone, making it a perfect option for those who want an electrified driving experience with a backup plan. And for me, that means I can make it to the office and home on one single charge. The new XC90 plug-in hybrid will play a vital role in Volvo's electrification strategy as we progress towards our 2030 ambitions. Canadians are embracing plug-in hybrids as a perfect step towards electrification. And for Volvo in Canada, this is reflected in the strength of our sales. Last year, our plug-in hybrid sales grew 73%. And represented a quarter of total sales. In fact, we sold more plug-in hybrids than any other Canadian luxury OEM. And this year, the momentum continues. In January, our current generation XC90 plug-in hybrid represented 25% of new car sales, reinforcing the importance of plug-in hybrids. From a design perspective, the new XC90 gets a more contemporary look with an updated front end, new grille, slimmed down iconic Thor's hammer headlights, and a refreshed cabin that exudes Volvo's signature Scandinavian design. Inside, we've introduced upholstery options such as Nordico, made from bio-attributed recycled materials and cork, and a navy herringbone weave, a premium textile crafted from 100% recycled polyester. Thanks to improved sound insulation with acoustic foam-filled pillars, a new frequency selective damping system, and optional air suspension, the new XC90 provides a comfortable and quiet ride, adapting to the road conditions in real time. When it comes to safety, the new XC90 has all the features you expect from Volvo, with collision avoidance systems, an advanced sensor suite, and a safety cage. The new XC90 is available now for sale with test drives with our retailers across Canada at a starting price of $75,550. The future of Volvo is here. It's safer, smarter, and more personal than ever. Whether it's our new generation Volvo Car UX or the latest iteration of our Volvo flagship XC90, every innovation across our product offering is designed to put people and safety first. We're thrilled to bring our purpose to life. Enjoy the rest of your tour. We'll be available to answer any questions this afternoon. Thank you.
automotive experience, interactive exhibits, exciting reveals, auto show first. It's total immersion. Begin your day in Auto Exotica, presented by Castrol and the National Post. Which is funny because performance. Auto Exotica has been the fan favorite at the auto show for many years. A curated selection from sleek sports cars to cutting edge.
Jason's going downhill.
But make this your home base. We'll be here.
That's a familiar face. I haven't
brought it together.
Thanks, Anna. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz booth. We're excited to announce the expansion of the Mercedes-Benz high-power charging network into Canada, starting in the Metro Vancouver area later this year. There's still a significant lack of public charging infrastructure in Canada, and it is what we know a leading barrier to EV adoption in this market. Drivers need more fast charging to build confidence, to see themselves behind the wheel of an electric vehicle, and as such, we see this as a huge opportunity to expand our network and meet drivers where they are and support this integral piece of EV ownership. We know that a better charging experience is a better ownership experience. From conversations with customers, looking at data from our own experience, we know that drivers aren't not interested in electric vehicles, but they're fed up with the inconveniences that still exist around charging those cars in public. People are super excited about the vehicles that continue to evolve in the industry. Our beautiful G580 with EQ technology is the best example. But when charging the vehicle turns into range anxiety, when stations aren't maintained properly, when chargers are not working, that's when the initial enthusiasm begins to wane quickly. This is why we aim to set a standard when it comes to both quality and customer experience, building and increasing both availability as well as reliability of public charging. Mercedes-Benz drivers will receive exclusive benefits at the start, like the ability to reserve a charger or plug-and-charge technology, creating a seamless end-to-end experience. However, our network is open to drivers of all electric vehicles. That means we will also offer both CCS and NUX cables at all stalls, and therefore provide drivers with more places where they can plug in. And where you plug in does matter. Mercedes-Benz high power charging is integrated at the lifestyle destinations that drivers are already visiting. Our team prioritizes partnerships with retailers where customers live and where they're going, offering attractive amenities that allow the charging to fade into the background, while the driver grabs a cup of coffee or shops at their favorite store. We're here to turn charge time into time well spent. Canada plays a key role in our target of 2,500 charge ports by the end of this decade, and on delivering on our larger promise around elevating the customer experience when it comes to fast charging. We're off to a great start with 300 stalls in operation or under construction in the United States. Our future development into Canada is an exciting extension of this growth to improve access to reliable charging infrastructure across North America. In closing, the less charging is a hassle, the more the everyday driver will see themselves behind the wheel of an electric vehicle. EVs are the future of mobility, and we are taking it upon ourselves to build this critical infrastructure designed to support today's EV as well as tomorrow's EV, driving transformation forward and giving all customers the luxury of choice. Thank you very much.
So let's take it from the top. And rarely seen automobiles, often viewed as art. And think about that. You look over here at the Soleil concept, you look at the vehicles along the Cobble Beach exhibit here, that's art. And it doesn't matter whether you're a big car person or not, when you see these vehicles, you get excited. So at the Cobble Beach Concours, you'll see cars ranging back from early 1900s through vintage Cadillacs, Mercedes, right up to current modern supercars. And we have so much fun with it. This year we're adding a new class called 30 Under 30. That's for cars that didn't cost more than $30,000 US, and you have to be 30 years old or younger to bring it to the show. And what that's doing is that helps to bring a crowd that tend to be a little bit younger, because a lot of them look back at this car and go, what the heck is that? Well, that's a 540K. It was hidden in a building in Germany, in Dresden, Germany, for over 60 years. And the man who owned it, he knew that during the war, it was going to be a prize, so he bricked it into his basement so it had no windows, no doors. And even though the city got hammered during the war, he was able to preserve it, and then they found he died, and he'd forgotten to tell somebody about it. Somebody bought the house, they were renovating the house, and they found, hey, wait a second, there's a space here, what's going on? So they opened it up, found the car, and it was actually in surprisingly good shape. They totally restored the car. This is about 2004, and it won its class at Cobble Beach in 2006, and it's pretty cool. I mean, look at something like this. How often do you see that kind of artistry these days?
It's a beautiful, spectacular, striking car. But as you're telling me this history as well, that's the other part about Cobble that you bring to people is, we have these cars, but it's the stories behind them that really complete the picture.
It really is. If you go to, well, I can't go quite to the far end, but you have an 1886 motor wagon replica. That was the first car, and it was developed by Carl Benz, and it is a 3/4 horsepower engine, and it's really scary. It'll go as fast as 16 miles per hour, which is about 24 kilometers. The car beside it is a 130H, which was the competitor to the Volkswagen Beetle, and it was the Lux version, and it's a rear engine car, and there were less than 4,000 of them made, because obviously the Beetle became a people's car.
We saw this earlier this morning, this Roadster. It is spectacular. For those that didn't hear, tell us the story about this one. It is a beautiful car.
Okay, the 1960 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster was the successor to the Gullwing. And everybody knows, or a lot of people know about the mid-50s Gullwing car, which were beautiful, but they were super tight inside. So the Roadster was the next evolution of that model of car. It still had carried the 300 SL moniker with it, but it's a little more comfortable. It's just an incredible driving machine. And the gentleman who drove it this morning, he says it's one of his favorite cars to drive.
You have fewer than 10 cars here at this display. This is just, we'll call it an appetizer for what Cobble does every year.
That's exactly right. We have 120 cars at Cobble on September 15th. If you look at the board, you'll see on the left-hand side, that's early morning. If you come to Cobble, you want to come early morning before the crowds get there, because that whole field will fill in with people. And it's a ton of fun. September 14th this year. It's a 3-day, if you really like cars, we have a tour d'elegance on the Friday around the area for the owners. We do allow people to join us if they have an interest in cars, so they just have to contact us, and that includes lunch. And then on this Saturday, we have Cars and Coffee in Owen Sound on the main street, and also across the river, 2 blocks away, is called Concours de Le Mans, which are cars that will make you smile. You can't help yourself. They're weird and wacky, but they're somebody's baby, and the people are so excited. When you come around, you can't help but smile. So it's just fun.
I'll say that great cars, great stories that go along with it, and also a great deal of good, because you raise a lot of money for charities.
Thanks, Todd. We are very fortunate. We have been operating for 10 years. We have raised a little over $1 million, $1.125 million, so $1,125,000 for Sunnybrook Hospital Foundation in Toronto, and also for the Owen Sound Hospital Foundation. The two of them, it's about 85% of the funds go to Sunnybrook, and about 15 go to Owen Sound, our local hospital.
Rob McLeese is the Cobble Beach Concours expert. Will you be here every day of the show, or will
I'll
you
be here most of the time.
We look forward to it and hearing more of these great stories. Rob, such a pleasure to chat with you and learn more about Cobble.
Todd, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Remember, we're only 2 hours and 25 minutes from downtown right here.
Hi, I'm Ryan Patrick Joyce. I'm a Director of Interior Design at Rivian. And we're very excited to be here at the Canadian Auto Show, sharing with you R2. R2 is our all-new electric SUV, designed really for the world. It's designed internationally. We're trying to, share the best of what Rivian is, the best of what R1 is, distilled into a smaller, more concise 2-row package. R2 will go on sale the first half of next year in the US and then internationally after. From an exterior perspective, we've taken everything that we love about the R2 exterior, scaled it down. It has the same front-end signature, the same stadium headlamps and cross-car light signature. The surfacing is a bit more precise. The line work is a bit crisper to fit that more agile small package. From the interior perspective, the materials are cleanable, they are sustainable, they're premium. We've added a lot more storage to R2 as well, with 2 dual glove boxes, and the great part about having really kind of precise 2 boxes, all the added storage. My favorite part of the vehicle, though, is the open-air experience that Rivian gives you. So, of course, the windows go down, but the rear liftgate drops down and the rear side panels pop out, so you get that really unique adventure open-air experience. This has been R2. Very excited to be here with Rivian, sharing this with you guys.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
Good, thank you. Oh, seatbelt.
Yeah, safety first. All right, I'm Orlando. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Natasha.
All right, Natasha. So yeah, this is our Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. So we're going up on a little bit of a tilt here. So it can safely go up to 35. About 24 right there. Underneath, we got over 11 inches of ground clearance. Steel skid plates. Protection. Our hill in front of us here is about a 25-degree angle up and down. About 10 feet high. Part-time four-wheel drive system. 33-inch tires got traction. Got a front-facing camera so we can see what's going on in front of our bumper. Have you done any off-roading before at all?
No, it's the first time.
Okay.
This is fun. I'm actually working at Subaru, so I'll be right across over there.
Nice.
I start on Saturday.
Nice, that's cool.
Well, there will be more of a lineup later.
Oh yeah. It'll be pretty busy over the weekend. You're a product specialist?
Yeah, I'm a product specialist. I mean, you get to drive this all weekend.
It's a gift and a curse. It's alright.
Are you working all week?
Yes.
Oh. That was fun.
So yeah, under the hood, 3.6 V6 Pentastar motor, 285 horsepower, 260 torque, 8-speed automatic or 6-speed manual.
This makes you want to buy it.
Yeah, that's kind of
the point, yeah. Well, if you like to do a lot of off-roading kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, sometimes most people just drive and take groceries to whatever.
I know, right? It's good for like the snowstorms.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially during this time of year. That's now the other one.
It's not denial. It's not denial. So basically, that's
I didn't say it was that car. Why? That stuff comes. It's just their stuff is out.
Because I know
How do you know?
Like imagine this.